like to try and talk to your voice, Max, for a bit, and you're up for that?
Yep.
And Max is up for that?
Yep, he is, yeah.
And is there anything you want me to ask Max, or is there anything you want me to know before we do that?
Well, he just keeps me awake at night, and he can be quite argumentative with the other voices, and he's also sometimes telling me to hit people or make them come to a nasty end. So I just don't know how to deal with his anger.
Have you done this before, where somebody talks to Max?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of times, yeah.
Has that been all right?
Okay, sometimes I can't remember everything that's been said.
All right. So when I talk to Max, Max talks directly?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that,
Yeah.
and as long as you let me know if there's stuff I've missed.
And is there anything specific you want me to ask Max about?
Just about the anger, really, and
Yeah.
try and understand it more. So I don't want to go around hitting people. I sometimes worry he might take me over and I'll do it and not remember what's happened. And
so I'll try and check in with Max what that's about.
yeah.
All right, okay. Great. Are you happy to move chairs? To move to another chair for Max?
Yeah.
Right, so is Max there?
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, Max.
Hi.
Hi. So I just spoke to Carl about you, and he said you were up for talking with me. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I've got a bit of a headache at the moment.
All right. I get headaches too. Carl told me that you're quite angry. Is that right?
Well, Carl lets people walk all over him, so...
When you see that happening, you feel angry.
Yep. Want to sort them out.
How do you want to sort people out?
Well, I've got a range of weapons I could use. A mincer could come in handy.
All right.
Yeah.
A mincer. Carl also said you sometimes keep him awake at night.
Sometimes it's the other voices,
All right.
arguing.
So is there anything you'd like to tell me about yourself, or about what your relationship is like with Carl?
And sometimes it's good, I quite like when Carl plays Xbox, military games. I get a chance to relax,
All right.
do what I do best.
So that's when you think it's quite good. Yeah. Other times when you find it difficult.
Like I say, if he's taking too much crap from people, he's got a friend who takes the piss. If he won't stand up for himself, I'll sort them out.
What was standing up? If Carl was to stand up for himself, what would your advice be for him? Is there some way? Because I think Carl talked about being a bit scared that you might take over and hit people, and it doesn't sound like he's too keen on that. But you'd like him to stand up for himself. In what way would you like him to stand up for himself?
Well, if he listened to me, he wouldn't let these people in.
Right.
Who are taking the mick, who are taking advantage of his good nature. And I've seen that happen before. I don't want to see it happen again. So I think if he listened to me a bit more, he might be a bit more wise about who he trusts.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go back to talking to Carl?
I quite like fishing.
All right.
It'd be good if we went fishing again.
We moved back to this chair and goodbye to Max. It's good to talk to him, and I wanted to talk to you, Carl, about the conversation I just had with Max. Do you remember any of it?
It'd be good to have a summary.
So I talked with Max about feeling angry, and he told me that he doesn't think you stand up for yourself enough. Gets him angry and he wants to sort people out. So he sounds quite protective, like he wants to protect you. And he talked about having all these weapons. Another thing he talked about, because I asked what it was like, he said there's times when it's quite nice. He likes when you play video games, military games, and he says that he finds that quite relaxing. I asked him what he meant when he says that he wants you to stand up for yourself, and he talked about some other people that you're friends with. He thinks that they're just taking the mick, they're not really respecting you, and maybe you're too good-natured sometimes. That's what he thinks, and that he thinks that you should listen to him, because he can let you know he can tell you about who to trust and who not to trust. So that was some of the things that came out, and he said he'd like to go fishing. That apparently it's been a long time since he went fishing. So those are the things that I sort of remember from the conversation I had with Max.
I think it could be helpful to see him as a protector. I sort of see him as a danger, but if I see him as a protector, then perhaps I need to listen to him. Like he's a warning if he's getting angry.
Yeah, he didn't sound angry with you.
Yeah.
He sounds angry with other people.
Yeah.
It sounds like he likes you. He likes,
Yeah.
he likes playing the video games. He wants to go fishing. It sounds like he cares, but he thinks you're not always wise about the decisions you make about people, and that makes him angry.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So I could maybe think about that, how to be a bit more, stand up for myself more.
And that's also something we could talk about, because it can be scary to stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
Stand up for ourselves wisely, because Max's way sounded a bit full on.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to be taking people out.
No. He wanted to
Rambo
sort people out.
Yeah.
Maybe there are other ways to stand up for yourself that Max is happy with, so there might be some negotiation, compromising that could be done.
Yeah, he seems happy with the conversation we're having.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So he's still around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Well, you can thank him from me, and
thanks, give me stuff to think about. Thank you. And thanks to Max.